porch. Happy.
And happy house hunting.
Happy house. I'm seriously crying inside.
You have to do the flourish. Do the flourish. And
happy house hunting.
happy house hunting.
Goodbye. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Sunday drive.
Happy Sunday drive.
Guess what I have to do today?
You have a phone call.
No.
Yeah, well, you do, but what else?
I know. I'm saying on Sunday. I have a new homeowner orientation
on a Sunday.
Which,
for Ed Dangerfield. That's fine.
What?
Ed Dangerfield.
Oh.
The dad joke king.
Yes, but you're not making sense to our lovely...
Well, if they watched last week, and if they didn't, shame on them. Kidding.
That's true.
You can always like and subscribe this video for more great content like this.
Okay. Anyway, my point is, on a Sunday afternoon, my friends,
yes.
I have an actual new homeowner orientation because it is the end, as we said before, end of the fiscal year.
They're trying to get them all
for a specific builder, and so in order for them to get this sucker closed, I have to do this. My clients live out of state,
so I did 4 or 5 closings last week, and it's just like people trying to get done.
I also realized part of the Meritage push, it was the end of their quarter.
Well, it's the end of everybody's quarter, for sure.
No, that's true.
But then end of the fiscal year.
But it was just a push. Anyway,
take a left here. Sorry, I just wanted to be sure you did it before we got there.
Okay.
Because what's this week?
This week, my friends, is in honor of being old. This is Webb Oasis Week.
It is Webb Oasis Week.
55 plus community here in Winter Garden. We've certainly talked about it before. I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard it.
But here's the thing. Here's the important part that I'll say that you won't say.
Okay.
You're special.
I'm not special.
No, you're special, and therefore the people watching are special. No, you are, because they called and said, hey, the models aren't open yet, but you can come tour them if you want. Because you're YouTube's Amy Kidwell.
Oh, shut up. Okay, so we are, I will say, we are getting, and we're not the only ones that have been in them, but we are probably the only ones at this point that are doing the video tours of them.
Right.
And the reason they don't really want everything totally,
that could be true, it could not, but don't spoil it. It's an exclusive.
It is an exclusive.
You have to learn about TV and YouTube.
What we call it is, I've referred to this as an invitational dress rehearsal. So back in our performing days, our dress rehearsal we called IDR, which meant it was a full-scale show.
Yep.
But it was by invitation only, so your friends and family. So if everything tanked during that full dress rehearsal, it was okay because it was just friends and family.
Yes.
No, I was kidding. But anyway, so we're calling this our invitational dress rehearsal.
Can I tell you a quick invitational dress rehearsal story that's one of the regrets of my life?
Okay.
So I did a USO show, basically, and we called it the DOD tour.
Was that your idea?
Huh? No, I know you were. And do you remember I was singing Take It to the Streets, and we had this whole big thing in the middle, and somehow we got off of the track, and my grandma was there. It's like the only time my grandma ever saw me sing, and it was the big number right in the middle, and we got totally off, and then it totally stunk. It was terrible, and then we didn't get to do it again because it was a dress rehearsal. So,
did you have it in the show?
Yeah, and then Grandma said, "I'll never watch you again." That's was horrible.
That is not true.
No, she liked it.
You should put up you should pick up your promo or put up your promo photo for that.
Oh Lord, no!
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it up. It's right there.
Oh my God, I loved it. I was like,
it's so it's 1991, 1992.
So nice.
It's like we're all like Falcon Crest.
Hey man, those were the best days. Seriously, high five on that.
I'm embarrassed now because now I know that I haven't edited it yet, but now I know it was right here.
It was a great picture. It was just.
It was not. Oh my God! It was like they used the sexy cut.
I was in love with you.
It was.
I still
wow. Past tense. Nice. All right, so that's the video.
No.
Because we're going to Webb Oasis so Amy can get her own little place.
No.
Okay, but that's where we're going, by the way.
We are going to Webb Oasis. And the reason we are is because this is Webb Oasis Week. So every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we are going to feature consecutively their 4 decorated models that they have. They have the Palmery, they have the
Mystique.
Huh?
Mystique.
The Mystique Grand. They have the Ellenwood, I think it is.
Ellenwood.
And there's one more. So they
Stardom.
The Stardom.
It is the Stardom. That's a funny word.
It is. It's a Stardom. And that's part of their Echelon series.
Yes.
Which is their slightly larger 65-foot wide home site.
Yes.
Anyway, so we'll talk about that a little bit as we go through. But the point is, these models are up. Now, the models that we are going to be basically previewing for you we know that you know, because you watch us, that we're very aware that new construction. So first of all, these aren't officially open. Their big grand opening isn't going to be until November.
Yeah. So that's how big a sneak preview.
That's how big a sneak preview. So when you go in, or when we go in, you may see a few incomplete projects, maybe a cabinet door missing, maybe a piece of blue tape or green tape or something
mostly
like
just
that.
Tape.
And it's really just because they are 99.999% ready, but not 100%.
That's the exciting thing. That's why it's a sneak preview.
It's a sneak preview. All right, are you going to stop with the jazz hands, or are you going to keep it up?
That's my marquee hands.
The whole show.
Now, if you ever watch like Disney Channel or whatever, like that's the hack kid actor thing.
Stop.
And then my name in lights. And then you read it.
Hey, I've done many.
I did that at an IDR. That was a Clovis thing. Clovis and the farm hands.
Yeah,
you're not going to get that.
No, but it was very funny. Okay, let's tell our friends. Okay, so Del Webb Oasis week. So
also,
tomorrow,
I'm sorry.
It's
also Hurricane Ian week.
The eyes seem to kick us.
Yes.
Isabel in Virginia.
Yep.
Irma here in Florida. And now we have Ian.
Former house, and now we have, And this will be on day 2 of our kids moving into, our daughter and son-in-law moving into their new home. And we have a whole pool area filled with just
junk,
random pavers and dirt and boulders and stuff.
And the skeleton,
so that's going to be great.
The skeleton of one of those, like soccer tents that, outdoor tents, that just like it,
But here's the thing, by the way, I'm committed to, so if we're somewhere between a tropical storm and a Category 1, we're going to go live on YouTube.
Oh, on your little... Okay.
On the thing, yeah.
All right.
If it's like a Category 2 or 3 and we're like fearing for our lives, then...
We'll be in the dog closet.
we'll be in the dog closet. So it's a big week, is my point.
By the way, speaking of the dog closet, the reason in the dog closet, I don't know if you remember, it's basically the closet underneath the stairs. We actually added an extra outlet in there, or not an extra. We put an outlet in there. No, we did do an extra.
Yeah, we did.
We added outlets in there, and we added an extra light in there because we knew in our former home that was kind of where we would stay hunkered down if there were, sometimes tornadoes kind of spawn from these massive storms that we get.
And we get it that the power might be out, but it also might not.
Right,
it didn't go out for Irma, so...
It didn't, exactly. So, we can still stay hunkered down and keep our phones charging, or keep a TV kind of plugged in or something like that.
But as we talk to you about, so a lot of you are interested in moving to Florida, moving to Disney. By the way, we're coming into the Disney cast member housing.
And this road
right
now
here.
is open. Oh, I have scoop. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Here's what happens in Central Florida. So yesterday, which was Friday, we're taping this on Saturday, so Friday, the latest warning comes out. The governor declares 24 county state of emergency. And now that I am a veteran Floridian, we've been here almost 10 years, I got up off my butt and I went straight to Walmart. Because I was like, and it was a zoo in the water aisle. Mostly it was about water. People were going nuts. So I called our friends, the Rosses. I texted them and said, do you guys need water?
That's very nice.
And I got them some water, got some water for the kids, got some stuff, snacks and stuff, just in case, and some food so we, don't starve if it all goes sideways. I don't think it's going to, but still. By the way, so this was closed before.
Right. So
what was your scoop?
Oh, my scoop. So Neil, our friend Neil.
Yeah.
By the way, Neil and Jill just closed on their brand new home out in Villages at Mineola Hills yesterday.
Yes.
He actually is responsible or works for a company that is responsible for getting the land prepped and ready for the builders.
Oh, yeah.
And he has the inside scoop that Hartzog Road has officially been approved.
Nice.
However...
It's just where we are.
Yes. However, we're good. The Taylor Morrison community back down this direction, and Toll Brothers
ahead of us on the right.
Not so
yet.
much because their water is coming from a different direction.
Okay, but they'll get there eventually. They're just not there yet.
Just not great right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But the other
so
section.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned.
It's a preview of someday when they'll have water.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They're going to get some water on Wednesday or Thursday.
That's a little inside scoop.
That's a good scoop.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
So anyway,
really, Amy, and that's what it's all about.
It's about
this Heart and Homeland is about connecting people with information, and that's what you've just done. And here we come to Del Webb Oasis, which, by the way, is beautiful.
It really is.
So we're just going to drive around there. We're going to talk a little bit about the floor plans, but I want you to talk if you don't mind. First of all, we came in yesterday, and so guard gated. Mm-hmm. How is that possible, Amy? We're in Horizon West, where you're not supposed to have gates. How is that possible?
Well,
or do we know that?
I don't know. No.
By the way, freaking beautiful gate.
Most 55.
Look at this gate.
Part of the 55 plus concept is that it's gated.
It's beautiful.
It really is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you will notice that. Please help me. Please help me. All right. So you will notice that while these communities are under construction, try that again. Sure. While these communities are under construction, the gates pretty much remain open.
Yes.
It's not until the community has quite a few residents that they start to close it in the evening hours. So I
will say though, because this is guard gated, they might close it sooner because the guard can say, I'm going to the models. Or you can let the construction people in.
But I still think they're going to.
They have it kind of blocked.
Yeah, they do.
Well, you can. Well,
I'm going to just kind of point out. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So this is the street with the models. Okay.
Yes.
So, by the way, the most gorgeous actual sales center ever. Yeah. And I'm going to get you in touch with my friend Corey over here at Webb Oasis, or Nate.
And Corey, by the way, will be on Coffee Time on Monday.
Yes, we're going to try to. We're still trying to coordinate that, but he did say he will set aside some time for.
In fact, I think he's there walking with some potential future residents.
He says he's got some people. But anyway, so these are the 4 models. That right in front of us over here is the sales center, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different models, including villas. I was going to talk about that a little bit, but go ahead.
Here's how you know that we've got water issues still. That's a porta potty restroom thing, which by the way I think is super, super nice.
Yeah,
that's a little trailer thing. That's cool. Yeah. So you gonna go down that way?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go down because there are some houses
check
built.
On our people.
I checked on them this morning.
Did you?
Actually, I did.
Yeah,
I did, but there's not much to check on.
Yeah.
In fact, John is one of the folks. I think he sent an email today looking for an update.
Yes.
Like to the builder, not to us.
Yes.
But I can send him some info. But so. Back there on the right is going to be the amenity center, which is going to have...
Oh, my gosh. It's going to have everything. I sound like the guy on Saturday Night Live. What is it? The guy that would give the reviews of, like...
Oh, it has everything.
It has everything.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, Stefan,
yes. Anyway, it will have everything. It's going to have like a little poolside kind of a bar. They are going to have a wine room, a craft room, a full-service kitchen, of course, arts and crafts room. Did I say that already?
Yes.
They are going to have pickleball, pretty much anything you could possibly imagine in these 55-plus communities.
Yes, and we're not going to share
which lot
it is, but our friends, we're passing by your lot, and as you can see, on one side or the other, because we're not going to say
which one.
I don't know why we don't say, but you can see there's not a lot going on.
Yeah. But they are going to have a beautiful view back there.
And back here, these are going to be villas back here, right?
Yes.
I think that's true. So let's go down and loop the villas.
By the way, a villa. Okay, so let me explain the villa. The villa is a little under 16.
Isla I'm sorry, I have to interrupt to say Splash Isla. That's weird.
Splash
is the Spanish, like, I'm asking, if you can tell us in the comments. Well, yeah, that means isle, but there's, like, so Splash, is that a hybrid English-Spanish thing, or is that a... Because if it was really in Spanish, it would be Isla de la Splash. No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like, Splash Isla is weird.
I mean, my tongue doesn't work.
Yeah. By the way, the walking path. So this used to be Hartzog Road. So we brought you here before.
Correct.
And parked and climbed over the berms.
Yes.
The berms. But by the way, preview. Mm-hmm. The bar and grill here will be named Amy's Place in honor of your great work.
Absolutely.
It's not. But
what is he talking
I'm campaigning
about?
for that. They probably haven't named it yet.
They probably haven't.
Amy's Place.
Amy's Place, right.
Then we'll have to work. They'll have to work there,
okay.
Which would be fun. It'd be lovely. It would be fun, but at the same time.
All right, let's talk about villas.
Villas, yes.
All right, so villas. It's called the Ellenwood. The Ellenwood. It's a little under 1,600 square feet.
Beautiful.
When I say duplex, and really, essentially, they're ranches. They're one-story floor plans, right?
But I'll put some video of it over right now.
But I'm still explaining to them.
It's fine.
Just let me go with it. So the villa. So both of you, your front doors are kind of side by side, but your garages are a little disconnected. You only share one wall. So that is actually really nice. It's a great kind of a home if you are looking for just something smaller. This is not zone short-term rental. This is not a vacationer's community necessarily.
It could be, but it'd be one vacationer.
You continually interrupt me.
It's what I do.
God. So.
Actually angry.
So.
I'm sorry. It puts the load.
Point is, this is not. Shut up, God. I'm so tired.
This is so dumb.
Oh my God.
Sorry, go ahead. I'll shut up.
Stop it.
I'll shut up. I'm going to sit here like a mannequin.
Stop. Now you got me like, okay. What was I going to say?
Not vacationers.
Okay, thank you.
Not short-term rental.
All right, so this is not zone short-term rental. So that's not to say, I'm going to look over here. That's not to say, my friends over here, that I'm not looking at you.
I'm going to look away.
It's not to say that people aren't going to purchase their own private vacation home in here. But that's irrelevant to you because they're not renting it out. They're not allowed to rent it out. It's not going to be utilized as an Airbnb. So yes, there might be some people in here that use this as their private vacation home. But this is going to be primarily a primary residence type of community.
Yes.
It is zoned residential. It is not zoned short-term rental. So that cannot happen. But there could be people who kind of live in two places, that have that flexibility. And so, those villas are actually a really good option, especially if it's like maybe someone who's single, or even just a couple and maybe, they don't really need the extra square footage. But it's actually laid out very, very nicely. So I think they're quite lovely. And that video tour will be on day 3. I think that one's going to be airing on Wednesday.
Yes, correct.
Thank you. So look for that. So I think the first day, which we have, I don't remember, the Palmery.
Yep.
First day, and then the second day, which one do we have?
The Mystique Grand, which is truly grand.
Then we have the Ellenwood, and then we have the Stardom. Stardom, and that is their Echelon series. Again, they're larger ones. Again, this is the. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you this time, please. But at least I apologize.
How dare you?
I know, right? This is where the amenity center is going to be in
Amy's place.
Amy's place. Now, you might have heard. It is my understanding that in these communities, any new construction communities, you're actually supposed to have the amenities kind of going in first. Right. So I believe all that stuff is still happening. I'm just kind of looking around the other end, and then we'll kind of be done with this because we lost them.
No, earlier. We didn't know. And I have a really good topic that just came up, which is interesting.
Irritation?
No.
Irritation factors?
No. Well, no, I know you're irritated, but... No, here's the thing.
Yes, sir.
So our friends Brian and Megan just texted us.
They did?
Yes. So they're clients / they're not clients anymore. They're friends and neighbors. They live close to us. Yeah.
It's their dad, though, that's having the NHO.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. So, but here's the thing. So if you're watching Brian and Megan, I'll answer your question here before I text it back to you.
Oh, no.
So they're new Floridians. They came from California. Hi, guys. Hurricane, 1 to 10. What are your thoughts on this upcoming storm? So, I mean, really, so we deal with a lot of folks that move here from out of state, and we were in that same position at one point. Now we lived close to the Atlantic.
We've
before,
had our share of hurricanes.
We kind of knew the thing.
Not a Florida hurricane.
But so, Amy, what are your thoughts on this hurricane 1 to 10 for Brian and Megan?
Well, so here's the thing. Candidly, I didn't even know anything about it because the day that I guess this became something.
Kind of yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday was jam-packed with appointment, closing. So the news was not turned on whatsoever.
Right.
Looking at the news today, as usual, it doesn't matter where a hurricane is expected to land. There's always that cone, and that cone is always going to fluctuate. It's a moving target, just like closing dates with new construction.
Yeah. It's
going to be updated every time they do their things. However, I will tell you that because of the season that we're in, the warmth of the water, I'm definitely going to make sure we're prepared. We're actually telling our daughter has a design center appointment on, which way you want me to go home?
Go that way, just because we haven't been there, and we'll talk about the left side, right side for the water issue that we talked about.
Our other daughter, not the daughter that's closing on her home on Monday, but the other daughter is currently under construction or under contract for a home, and it is our design center appointment on the 30th.
So she has to be driving through the hurricane.
And we don't want her driving from Georgia to that. So.
But for you new Floridians, Brian and Megan, plus others that may be watching. So the great news about the Orlando area is that we have a natural buffer. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when we had Irma hit as like a category 3 or 4, and by the time it got to us, it was fading. It was a 2-ish. But I think it was a 1 by the time it was actually over our head, but it was close to that. And you always say we build to our environment. Mm-hmm. So the area and the houses and all of these things have been built to withstand the winds and those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Most of the damage that you see is tidal. Not here, but like on the coast.
TIDAL, not TITLE.
Yeah, TIDAL.
Tidal.
By the way, that's Osprey Ranch and Harvest at Ovation over there, which is, you see the sewer pipes there that are not in the ground.
Yeah.
Over here, they're in the ground. They're just waiting to, I guess, turn on the water. Neil, turn on the water. Anyway, so yes, we have to be concerned.
Yes, of course.
And
always.
there could be danger for high winds, for tornadoes, for anything's and flooding. I mean, Irma, it rained 22 inches or something in a day.
That's crazy. That was actually a little scary.
We had a dry retention pond behind our house, which was not.
It was a
wet pond. Yeah, but it was still like 10 feet down below our house. But it came up pretty close. Yeah, to the point where I was trying to think of what we would do. But anyway, so Brian and Megan and those of the rest of you, absolutely yes, have concern, but don't. I mean, prepare. Right. But prepare for things, for the inconvenience of it rather than the mortal danger of it.
Yeah.
But be prepared for the mortal danger of it too, because you never know. And this thing could be a Category 5 and hit Fort Myers, which is kind of the worst place for it to hit for us because it's the least land between us and them if it's coming right at us. But
True. That's true.
Anyway, good times.
So just when it comes to those hurricanes, though, I mean, like you said, we do take them seriously, and there's always a list. You can get that anywhere. But here's the thing. You should always have that list. In Florida, we get those late afternoon thunderstorms sometimes that are just as strong as a tropical storm sometimes.
Yep.
They come in and they go away, but they're pretty intense. So it's really important to kind of be prepared and find that room and do all of that stuff. And if nothing else, if this is your first go around with a potential hurricane threat to our area, take the time to get yourself prepped and ready, make a list of it, come up with a family game plan, and
what we learned from Isabel in Virginia was have 7 days of supply in case you don't have power. That was the big thing.
Yeah, we didn't have power for like 10 days.
Yeah, it was brutal. And my father and I, that was one of the highlights of my life with my dad, was we went out the next day. We there was roads closed everywhere, but we got out. We got to Lowe's and we pulled up as they delivered a bunch of generators, and we bought generators. So we were actually fairly comfortable relative to other folks. Yeah. In any case, be prepared, be vigilant about it. It's not worth worrying. It's not worth worrying about. It's worth preparing for. Correct. If that makes sense. Yeah. And just prepare for the inconvenience of it more than anything. Certainly you need water and food to last you, but generally speaking, we've got that little buffer. So hopefully, if it's real bad here, it means it was really bad on the coast.
True. Yeah.
So anyway, this is the moment when I realized that when I do the preview, I'm going to do a sound effect. So they've been hearing that the whole video, but this is the moment I realized that I'm going to do that. Yes. Okay. So try it. It's fun. Try it.
I'm driving.
One hand. Nice. Okay. Anyway. By the way, next Sunday Drive soon, we're going to go down there, down Lake Star Road, because it's open now.
Fun.
We're probably going out. But anyway, cool. So I want to recap the week. Okay. It is Webb Oasis week.
Well, first of all, yes, coffee time. Coffee time tomorrow morning at 9. However, I'm going to start it, and then I have to scoot because I have a closing at 10 o'clock, so I won't be able to. So we'll probably do a Corey interview, and then I'll take over, but briefly. You don't need to see me. Sure. But anyway, so coffee time is going to be, I'm going to have a guest host.
Yeah.
I'll start out, and then I'll have to, peace out. And then
it'll be me, or if she can find someone better. She's got 24 hours to work on that. Nobody better, baby. Anyway, thanks. But then, Monday, the Palmery. So, and those are going to be 7 o'clock in the evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Are we premiering them?
Yeah, they're set as premieres, yes.
Okay, cool. Fun.
By the time that this airs, at least 2 of them will be set.
Are we going to do Poolside Live then? Oh, yeah, Wednesday we have Hurricane, so probably
Wednesday is probably going to be, so that's the other thing. We'll either do Poolside Live or Hurricane Live or nothing.
Or nothing,
and don't worry if we're not there. It means that we lost power or we lost interest. Yeah, that's the point of the videos. Having them, I'm going to set them up this week, so they'll be set. So if we lose power or anything, they will be at YouTube headquarters, so they'll just air.
Okay, cool. All right, are we good?
Done.
We're done. Okay.
Yes. Big finish, big flourish.
That was good. Did you do the face? I did the face.
I didn't. Oh, you pistachioed?
I did.
That's showbiz term. So that's called a pistachio. Pistachio. Ready?
What I did? Okay, stop. All right, goodbye. Oh my God.
Say your thing. Please.
Please stay safe.
Stay well. Remember, we love you. And you move your mouth.
Happy marriage. Happy.
And happy house hunting.